Recently I made a playlist for all the self-analytical videos I've made. This will be the 7th video on the playlist, and it could be the last. It's hard to say, but as 2018 has come to a close, I've changed my mind about a lot of the things I've said in these other 6 videos, and I wanted to talk about that. First, originality is not overrated. At least, not as much as I thought. And comparing can be beneficial. In the comparing video, I said I'd stopped playing or watching video games, although the truth is I made an exception for Deltarune because it felt like a game I'd make. But as similar as I feel Toby Fox and I are in many ways, we aren't the same person. I still have my own ideas, interests, and motivations. I am an original. I can listen to my own heart without relying on consciously copying other things. But sometimes, I just hit a dead end and need to look for inspiration. It doesn't have to control me, it can just help me along. Which is why I'm back to playing and watching games again. Next, results shouldn't be rushed. And my center changes. I tried to finish making at least one area of Project Comet all year. And guess what? That didn't happen. The issue is I got into this headspace that I work best when I don't have a plan. When I just start on something, move forward, get things done, and see where it goes. And I do work best that way if I have a baseline. If I'm on a roll, I can put together a sequel or a fan game in a month without planning the whole thing in advance, because the hardest part of developing a game is making choices about what it should be, and when a game is based on something that already exists, there aren't nearly as many choices that have to be made. The hardest part is done. With Project Comet, I'm trying to make something brand new. The approach isn't going to be the same. I have to determine what the baseline is for myself. And chances are that means I have to stop worrying so much about it being playable as fast as possible and just sit down and form a plan. Finally, maybe making fun or having fun isn't my main motivation for creating things. Maybe fun is barely a part of it at all. Sure, the games I revisit the most are games I tend to consider the most fun, but fun is an alarmingly vague word, no matter how much I try to define it. And the way I've tried to define it is, a game is fun when the objective, observable mechanics and format feel fair, satisfying, and rewarding. However, I am a human, and as a human, I bring a lot of subjectivity into the objective things I observe. I can't help but be biased. My definition has exceptions. The reasons for my opinions have contradictions. Sometimes I like things just because I like them. I don't know why. And maybe it's better not knowing all the answers. If everything was known, life would have no more wonder, and I don't know if there's a greater motivator than wonder. Besides, I don't have to feel pressured to make my new favorite game, because my favorite things to play and my favorite things to make aren't always the same. This leaves my other center, the video about overthinking, and I don't have anything to add to this one because I don't really have a problem with the message. Overthinking sucks. Don't get hung up on every little detail. Perfection is impossible. When I'm done making a side project, I always think back to little things I could change, and then I ask myself, is it worth the extra work to change those things? And usually the answer is no, because I was able to get the point across and I'm pretty happy with the way I did it. With all this in mind, I think I want to put Project Comet back where it came from before I announced its existence, back into total privacy. No news about it, no videos of me talking about it, no answering questions about it. I'm just gonna pour my heart into it and see what happens. I suspect my journey to truly find myself is going to last until the day I die, but that's okay. Maybe I can use that. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I will see you in whatever we do next.